Now then YouTube, I'm the TOFF man and welcome back to the Patreon server. We are in Vaygrims chance, remember guys. This is episode 2. Last episode we were stood around about there and we were saying, oh, we're going to build a house. Okay, well I'm going to show you what we've been doing since then. We haven't done a great deal, we've just been getting the bare bones, the bare basics of stuff. Yay, it's good stuff, shed good stuff. That's what I like to see. Nice. Nice. I will let you smelt that down. So, this was the little hole that we had in the mountain. We've gone ahead and made this into a house. Okay, it's not the best in the world. We don't exactly build fantastically well, but it will do. I made a bedside table, guys, from DecoCraft. You know, that is the extent of my wonderful, wonderful building skills. Inside here, we've got a few select machines. Pulverizer being one of them, feeding into a redstone furnace and then putting all of that stuff out into the top there. I'm actually just going to nick one of them. Thank you. I'm going to teach it to the table. Yes, we have the table already ready and sorted. We've got a load of stuff over here, guys. Really just all the little bits and bobs, basics, really. So we... I do apologise. My voice is going really strange and I don't know why recently. But anyways... We've got a little bit of room at the back here. Not quite sure what we're going to put here just yet. But this is the house. Nothing much else, really. We've got a windmill for some bit of power outside. Now, this is what I say about getting the basics done. We've got the basics of Project E done. We've got an energy collector Mark II, which, if we have a look, energy collector Mark II, is the one with the dark matter. You're going to need a block of diamond and some Eternalist fuel. To do that, you can either use the energy collector and put your coal inside of it, so it can eventually go up and up and up to some Mobius fuel, and then to Eternalist fuel eventually. You can do it like that. Or we can get the Mobius fuel like I've done, and then just put it into there, get the Eternalist fuel, get one piece, put it into your table, teach it, and then just drag more pieces out, so you can make the Eternalist fuel around the block of diamonds. So we've got an energy collector Mark II. We're working on getting towards a Mark III, but we need 3 dark matters and a load of Eternalist fuel. 3 dark matters is actually really expensive, guys. As you can see, 139,264 EMC. Currently in my table, I've got enough to make 1 single dark matter, but that's what this is for. The energy condenser, which will take from the energy collectors all the energy that it collects. The reason why I've got glowstone on there, so it works during the night as well. It will put everything into the energy condenser, of which I'm telling, can you make diamonds for me, please? So every time it ticks over 8,192, it will then make a diamond. So at the moment, we've got 40,960 worth of diamonds. I know I've already got one, mate. Already done. Take it back. Take it back, boy. So, if some of you guys may remember, in the past, we did something called a Tower of Power. Now, the Tower of Power was absolutely amazing, guys. And it's one of our greatest achievements. Technologically, me and Shed, we can do certain things, okay? Technologically, the Tower of Power was something that was absolutely, it was brilliant. It was the pinnacle of our technology. We're working towards that at the minute. The reason why I said about Yellorium is because every single thing that we do into the future will require power. Every single thing that we do, well, most things will require power. So we've got our house built now. We've just got to do a place for the reactor to be stored. We're going to make a reactor, and you can see over here we've got a, well, I'll say a berry farm. I actually need to take that down. We've got strawberries. They're all at 10, 10, 10. Okay, so you can see right there, look, growth 10, gain 10, strength 10 on the bottom right-hand side there. We have wheat, which is also at 10, 10, 10. And we have Minicio seeds, which are as well at, if I can find it, where did I plant it? There it is. 10, 10, 10. Now, the Minicio seeds are needed for the magical crops, and that is our resource collection going forwards. The Tower of Power, you may remember from the Yogscraft pack. So, that's what we're trying to aim towards. So, we'll go ahead, get all of the stuff I need to do to go ahead and make the reactor, and we will be back. So the first step on the road to the Tower of Power, guys, has been completed. In episode 2, we have a big reactor. That is right, guys. We've also now got an energy collector Mark III. I've gone ahead and upgraded that. Unfortunately, we don't have enough EMC to be able to change these other two yet into Mark IIIs. In fact, I might be able to get away with... how much EMC is that again? 232. So no, we're not actually anywhere near doing it. But we are on the way. Now I've decided to go ahead and put the big reactor in here. So we've got a little bit of a doorway going down, and this is entirely my build. Okay, Shed did not have anything to do with this. Shed did have something to do with the house, which I think is pretty good actually. I like this. I like this. But look at this, guys. This is the big reactor. It's right here. It's ready and raring to go. It's full of graphite in the middle there. Now I don't know if this is probably too much white, but what will happen in the end is we will have you know, doorways going off into other rooms and so on and so forth. So there won't be as much white going ahead, and we'll probably maybe I might put in a floor or something like that and just have the walls and the ceiling as white. I'm not quite sure. Probably that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to leave it for the moment. So we've got our big reactor there. That is going to go ahead, make a load of power for us. That power is going to be what powers the tree farms, what powers absolutely everything that we need it to power. Mostly, it is going to be used for the Tower of Power. To be able to start the Tower of Power, we've already practically got a little bit of a start, actually. The Minitio Essence is one of the first essences that is going to go down. The thing is that we're going to have a lot of stuff. I mean, we're going to have a real lot of stuff. It's about time, guys, that we got started into something else. And that is applied energistics. It's going to be the way of crafting everything. It's going to be the way of storing everything. And we need that in place first before we go ahead and start the Towers of Power. Now we've got this, we will be able to power our applied energistics system. Not only that, but this is only one, okay? This is one core. This is one reactor. What I'm planning on doing, you know, in the future is having different reactors around the place. So this is reactor 1. It's the original reactor. Eventually what will happen is we'll get a big reactor, a massive one with, you know, in a big room or in, you know, outside or whatever. I'm not really sure what it's going to do yet, but has he been doing some AE? He is. Doing AE. Good old Belgabor. Always into his AE straight away. So that's what we're going to be doing next, is applied energistics. I really want to start getting a system together for that. The main thing that we're going to need, I keep forgetting it's actually AE2. Pure Fluix crystals. Ooh, Fluix essence, eh? Well, we can drop it. We can drop a Fluix seed made from Fluix dust and sand in a puddle of water. So Fluix dust. Has it got? It's got an EMC. That is good. Fluix dust. Then we need a Fluix crystal, charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and redstone dust. That's pretty easy. Charged Certus quartz, nether quartz. So we just type in quartz. Charged Certus quartz, nether quartz, and a redstone dust. Okay, in a puddle of water. Well, we just so happen to have a puddle of water in the middle of this farm, so let's go ahead and do it inside here. There we go. It's going to do its biz. Ding-a-ling. And that, yes, good stuff. Okay, then we're going to teach that to the table because it does have an EMC, so I'm happy about that. Don't have to mess around with that, which is great. I absolutely love this, just for ease of use. Fluix crystals in there. I want to actually take one of them out, remember, because I do want to grind it up. Now, I think we did have a grinder. There it is. I think this will work in here. We'll do this down into Fluix dusts. Ooh, that was quick. 128 EMC. Wait, hang on a minute. Is that right? Fluix crystals. 120. Why did my other dust go then? Hey. Oh. Well, never mind. Fluix dust has now been learnt to the table anyway, so we want to get the pure Flux seed makes from fluix dust and sand into a puddle of water. And this is the one that takes like forever to grow, isn't it? Yeah, into seeds. Have we got the growth accelerator? We do. We also have the crystal growth chamber, which needs a whole load of them. That's not too bad, actually, fluix crystals, because we've got this. We have this wonderful contraption right here that we can go ahead and use. And there's the fluix block. We're going to teach that. We can't teach that, apparently. It doesn't have an EMC, which is very strange because it comes from some things that have an EMC. I thought it worked that out. But either which way, it doesn't. Does this have an EMC? It doesn't. Damn it. Right, we're going to need 6 of these to make the crystal growth chamber. So we're going to need 6 fluix blocks. Well, we're going to need 5. So 5 times 4, we're going to need 20. You know what? Let's just grab that. Well, let's just grab a full-on stack. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Rather than messing around. There we've got 6 fluix blocks now. We need quartz glass, which is... Certus quartz dust does have an EMC. So does glass. So 1, 2, 3, 4 glass. Do these... It doesn't have an EMC, but it does do 4. So we need 3 lots of recipes of that. 3, so 4, 8, 12 glass. 12 glass. Oops. Messed up there. 12 glass. And then 5, 15 Certus quartz dust. So Certus... Let's grab one of them. We need some sticks. I've forgotten how to make it now. How do you make the crank? Oh, it's simple. There we go. Nothing from AE2 seems to have a thing on it. There we go. Whoops. Let's turn that into some dust. Good stuff. Good stuff. Put that into there now. Certus quartz dust. Brilliant. So we can go ahead and make... Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then fill that up there. Brilliant. The quartz glass, again, doesn't have an EMC, but we can go ahead and melt the rest of that back down, because that does. Crystal growth. There we go. Growth accelerator. So we just need iron. 4 times 6, 12, 24 iron. It might be a good idea just to go like this. And then we need the ME cables. That doesn't have an EMC. That is annoying. That does. Good. 3 and glass. So glass and Certus dust. Oh, you know, it's so much easier doing like this. There we go. I'll just make a stack of that because eventually we're going to need it. So there we go. That is what I need for that. So I need fluix crystals. Easy. There we go. 2 of them with that. So, well, we're going to need some ME cable anyway, so I may as well just go ahead. Wow, that was a bit too much cable, but never mind. I will take it anyway. So let's go ahead and make this, these, should I say. So 6 of them, done. And we need a hopper, a chest, and another cable. Well, just so happens, guys, I do have a chest in here. Do I have a hopper in here? That is a question. I don't. Wow. Well, we're soon going to have a hopper in there, that's for sure. 5. And put that like that. Not sure why it's got FE on there. I really don't understand why that is. But there's the hopper. Brilliant stuff. So the crystal growth chamber, all on there. The hopper, and I just used my chest, didn't I? There we go. No wonder it couldn't actually make it. There we go. The crystal growth, the crystal growth chamber, and now what we need is an energy acceptor. I believe. Oh, and that's really actually very easy. I just need to make some more of that that quartz glass. Quartz. It was 4 I needed, wasn't it? So I need 5, and then the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not the right way. There we go. Fluix crystal and 4 iron. Well, I've got the iron, so I just need the Fluix crystals. Brilliant. And there is the energy acceptor with some glass conduits stuffs. I need some yellowite just to be able to... Oh my god. I've run out of EMC, guys. But luckily for me, some diamonds over here, guys. I can just pop into there. Grab out some more yellorium from that. Brilliant. This is a good start. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pile this into here. This is only a temporary solution. Okay. I'm going to pile that into there. Start making some power. I turned it on, didn't I? Yes. We started making some power, which is good. Crystal growth chamber in there. We can do our little seeds. Wait, Fluix. What was it? Fluix, crystal, and sand, wasn't it? Fluix. Yeah, I already know that. The pure one is the one that I'm after. Fluix seed made from Fluix dust and sand. Okay. So, Fluix, dust, and sand. Luckily for me, there we go. Got 13 each there. That'll get us 13 pure Certus quartz. Does that have an EMC? Of course it doesn't. For whatever reason, it doesn't like having an EMC, which is fine. Can we not put them in there like that? No? Obviously not. Well, that's a bit annoying. I'm going to have to go out and change them into actual seeds, it seems. Pile them into here. Boop. Are you going to pop off into seeds? I think they might. I think they are. I think that's what that little blob is right there. No? Fluix, dust, and sand. Am I doing something wrong here? To a puddle of water. To make the process faster, add crystal growth accelerators. Fluix, dust, sand. Made from Fluix, dust, and sand. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm an idiot. I am an absolute idiot. Yes, I really am an idiot. Okay, I thought we had to put that into the water there to make the seeds. You know, that's how I forget really, really easily. So we need to put them into there. And, of course, we need to give that power. Oh, damn. Where's my energy acceptor? There it is. Pop that onto there. And there we go. It is now making the pure Fluix ones that we actually need there, which is doing it at a pretty fast rate as well, which is great. Which is good. It's actually full on energy because it got 8.7 kilo RF per tick. That is crazy. That is a really good start, guys. That is a really, really good start. So let's see. They're going to pop over into doing the pure. Oh my god, it's done all of them. You crazy? Okay, let's save some. Let's deactivate the reactor and save some power. And now let's pick that back up. Brilliant. So now we've got this. I can't remember what I even used this for in the first place. Oh, the ME controller. It's going to take a bit of messing around though, guys, is this. So, we need the inscriber and doing all that sort of stuff. Okay, that is going to take a little bit of messing around. I'm going to do that in between episodes, and we'll come back next episode so that we can start doing some of the A business if we haven't already done it, guys. If we haven't already done it, it'd be nice to get some of that done. So, okay, I am going to pop that to there and tell Shed that we've managed to be able to get some stuff sorted for AE already. And yes, that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. I hope that you're enjoying it so far. Well, so far, guys, we've actually made things look a little bit decent. Not legendary like other people have, but we've made it look a little bit decent. We have made it look a little bit decent. So I can't wait, guys. This is going to be great fun. This is going to be absolutely great fun to get some projects done that we've been wanting to do for a while. Yes, this is kind of cheaty using the transmutation table and stuff like that, guys. But really, it makes things a hell of a lot easier. And we're not going to be using the transmutation table forever. We're not. We're going to be doing the towers of power, we're doing magical crops and stuff. It's really only for getting started. This will help massively as well. And yes, until next time then, guys, I've been the Top Man. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, stay safe.